Hello again, architecture students. On this video, I left off with, we sort of established some bedrooms and things right over here. And we were going to do some closet space because we need some closet space in our room. But before we get to do that, I'm going to kind of check some sizes in some rooms. I'm going to use the measure tool. If you use the quick measure tool, which is right up here, the quick measure tool is the default. But if you click on the drop down, then you get other options. So you can do just strictly a distance, a radius, angle, area, volume, but this is going to be a quick measure. So what it does is it sometimes picks up on what it is that you're wanting to measure automatically. I'm going to come down here to this room. You can see so far I've got 15 by 9 foot 7.5 inches, and that's good. And this one is also good. I'm going to actually use some of this space in here to make our closets for these two bedrooms. Okay, I'm going to have to make some adjustments to the walls for this bedroom because it's really not big enough for a master bedroom. I would prefer my master bedroom to be a little bit bigger than that. So we'll get to learn how to do some adjustments and things to our drawing. Okay, so what we're going to do here first is draw some closet spaces. And like I said, I'm going to use some of this space right here. Now, I don't always do that. Sometimes I actually draw the closet space inside the room like this when I have enough room to do so. But at the moment, I don't. So I'm going to do some more offsets, and I'm going to use this line. And I'm also going to split that line right in here. So there's a split tool that we're going to use because I don't want to go creating more and more lines out here for that. So let's do the split tool. Okay, so I'm going to come up here to the modify panel right here, click on modify, the word modify, and I get more options. Okay, and the split tool is right here, or it says it's actually called break at point or break point. Okay, so break at point tools right here. There's two different ones. One will break it at a point and create a gap for you. We don't need that. We're just going to break the line itself right here. We want to keep the line joined. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to select the line that I want to break first. Okay, and I'm going to click with my left mouse button, click here, and now it wants me to select the actual point. So the first click was just to select the line. Now I'm going to select the actual point, which is going to be right there. I'm going to do the same thing, or do I need to? I really don't need to down here, mainly just right there. So I'm going to offset that line that I just split, and I'm going to offset it with the offset tool. And I'm going to offset it 2 feet, okay, 24 inches, 2 feet, hit enter. And the reason I want to do 2 feet is because that's typically the depth of a closet. I mean, it has to be at least 2 feet. You got to put hangers in there with clothes on it. You don't want your clothes getting all scrunched up. So 2 feet, 24 inches, same thing. Make sure that your closets are at least 24 inches deep. Okay, so I'm going to offset this line right here. And I'm going to go ahead and offset this one too. Right there. And then I'm going to do another offset. Okay, I'm just going to leave the offset settings like they currently are. And what I'm going to offset for this time is the thickness of my wall, which is 4.5 inches. Now I'm going to click on the line, drag it down, but of course you can see it's still set for 2 feet. All I have to do is type 4.5 inches inside of the dynamic input and hit enter. Hit the enter button. Do the same thing down here. Click, type 4.5 inches, hit enter. Okay. Now I'm going to do some more trimming. So here we have a closet. Here we have a closet. This is going to be a bathroom. Go to the trim tool up here, click on that, and let's trim these out of the way. Get rid of that. Okay, so now we have established some storage space. Now, I said I needed to make this room a little bit bigger, okay, so it can accommodate, more bedroom and kitchen space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these two lines, and I'm going to click the move tool. Now, when I use the move tool like this, I select those two lines and then click on the move tool, it'll move both of those lines together at the same time. So I click on move, and it doesn't matter, you can pick it up from the center, from the side, or wherever. I'm just going to bring it up and say 9, 10, 12. I'm going to add about 3 feet to that. So I'm typing in 3 feet into the dynamic input to add that distance to the wall. Okay, now you're going to get to learn how to use the extend tool. So we got to extend all of these lines to where they meet these two lines. So right up here, if I click on the drop down, I have the extend tool. So I can click on the extend tool and then go and select a couple of lines. And what I did is I clicked and I'm dragging. Okay, so I clicked right here one time and released the mouse, and then I drag. So click, release the mouse, and then drag. And you see it extends those lines. There's another way you can use that. Let's say you're doing some trimming. So I'm going to select the trim tool this time. Come back into my drawing plane, and it wants me to select the object to trim. Well, if I'm using the trim tool and then all of a sudden I want to use the extend tool, I'm going to click on the shift button. I think it is the shift button. Crossing cutting edges in erase. So trim. Let me make sure. Okay, yes, it is the shift button. So if I press the shift button, and then I can click and then draw across that line, draw across these two lines, draw across all 3 of those. Okay, now I did that while holding down the shift button. Okay, holding down the shift button, and I extended those lines from the trim tool. Okay. All right, so now I've got a little bit more space in here to work with. I need some storage space inside of this bedroom. Again, I'm going to take measurements to see what I'm at now. So I've got 22 feet all the way across the room. That's a pretty big room. So I believe we can afford to make a bathroom over here as well. So we got a bathroom, which we'll call our minor bathroom for the kids right over here in their 2 rooms. And then we have the master bedroom right over here. Now, of course, this kid over here is going to get a bonus because we just extended his room when we moved those lines out. So he's got a pretty good size room there, 12 by 15, almost like a master bedroom. Okay, now I need to create a bathroom right over here. So I'm going to just get the line tool, come over here, hold, I'm going to hover over that corner. I'm not going to click on it. I'm going to hover. And then I'm going to drag the mouse outwards about 7 feet. Maybe I can go 8 feet. Let's go 8 feet. And then come down. And of course, I am in the exterior wall layer. So I need to click on that and change it back to an interior wall. Okay. And I need to get the thickness on that wall. So I'm going to click in here and escape, click on the offset tool, come back into the screen. It is already set for 4.5 inches. I'm going to hit the enter button. I'm going to click on that and move that over. I'm also going to do this one. And let's move it this way into the garage. Okay. All right, so now I've got a master bedroom, I got a master bath, I got a kitchen, I got a minor bedroom, minor bath, and a living room. What else do I need? I need a closet over here for my master bath. Now, I could put that closet in the bathroom. Let's take a check and see how much space we got. We got 8 feet by 12 feet. I think we can afford to put a closet. It won't be a big closet, but it will be a closet. Okay, so come here. We're going to come up a little bit more because this is the master closet. So we'll come up 3 feet, give them a little bit more room to work with in there. Draw that line right across there. And again, we need to change that to the interior wall layer. Offset. Clicked on the offset button. It's 4.5 inches. Click enter. Click on there again. Okay, so there we are. Now I think we're pretty much covered with everything. Of course, we have to come in later and put in doors and windows and all that, but we have our spaces identified. We have all of our spaces identified. They all meet code. and we're good to go.